Hello and welcome to the very end of a decade. 2020 is just around the corner, in fact tomorrow, but you will be able to come back and watch this video over and over in order to take away some of the blueprint tips that I am going to share with you today. I want to give you a gift so your 2020 can start off with a bang, a successful way for you to have a great year with social media is to actually sit down and plan it. So let's get started. My name is Heather and this is Keep It Simple Social Media. So it's going to be simplistic tips for you to implement right away into your social media. The first step you want to do is you want to start to time block your social media. I like to call this creating a system for success. So pick one day a week where you can sit down for at least 1 hour, and you'll want to do several things in this hour. You're going to want to check your notifications because Facebook notifies the people that are on your business page about how responsive you are. So I check mine first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, and again at the end of the day. The next thing that you want to be is you want to try to be a little bit more consistent with your social media. So if you're only going to post 3 times a week, make sure that you are posting 3 times a week. I think at a minimum you want to do twice a week, and you can do 7 days a week if you have a good following and people are engaging with your content. I know lots of business pages that are extremely successful posting 7 days a week on both Facebook and their Instagram account. And it's become easier today to do both because Facebook has created the Creator Studio where you can actually post IGTV and Instagram posts directly on your Instagram account from Facebook. So consistency is really the key to a successful social media strategy. Pick the days of the week that you want to do your social media and either schedule them or time block them on your social media. I think that once again, posting 3 to 5 times a week is a really nice way and a nice little system to get into the habit of doing. The next thing you want to ask yourself is, who are you and what do you represent? And the best way to do this is to ask your friends or your colleagues to share with you 3 things that they know about you. And write these things down, and then you can start to understand how people view you and look at you. You want to ask yourself, what type of clients do you want to work with in 2020? Because if you have that in your mind, you can craft content that speaks to those people. And then ask yourself, what is it that you love about what you're doing? Because that is the passion that people will begin to watch you, get to know you, trust you, and want to do business with you. We have to remember that social media, first off, is social. So we want to keep things social. We want to let people get to know you a little bit. So your blueprint for success in 2020 is own your brand. Know what your colors are, know what you stand for, pick fonts if you have special fonts you want to use. You want to make sure that you're nurturing the relationships both online and offline. You want to have specific goals for you to reach. You want to write down your goals and know what they are. Are they to attract more customers, get more clicks to your website, to build community? What is it specifically that you want to accomplish in 2020? You'll want to remember that things are constantly changing in the social media world, so you want to learn and continue to grow and make your skills better and better all the time. And last but not least, you want to be seen. So you definitely want to be where the eyeballs are. Now, there's a lot of new things going on out there. There's new social networks like TikTok, but you have to ask yourself, where are your customers? And that's where you want to start to make sure you have a presence. The next thing that you can do to really help yourself is print off 1 year of calendars. You can print that off of Outlook, or you can go to something called calendarlabs.com, which is something that I use and I absolutely love. They have one for Canadian, so it shows you all the Canadian holidays. And then you have that sitting in front of you, and you can start to look at what's happening each month automatically if it's a holiday, or within your company or within your family. And you can start to fill in on your calendar, such as we have here, all the different days where something is happening. Or you can say to yourself that I'm going to start having a theme with my social media. So I'm going to have upcoming promos. I'm going to do community events when they're out. I might have a throwback Thursday or quotes or answer people's questions through videos. But that's up to you to determine what you want to do and how you want your social media to look throughout the week. You could sit down and create a little bit of a content calendar if you're a real estate agent. And if you're not a real estate agent, just remove the word real estate and put your business in there. Whether it's a blog you're doing, it could be videos that you're going to do. You could start giving your tips of the week. There are so many things that you can do. And if you would like a copy of this content calendar, just let me know. Send me a private message and I will send you a copy of this calendar for free. I want you to be as successful as you can in 2020. And these are some of the first steps that you should take to ensure your own success. Next of all, I think it's really important that you create a folder on your desktop or on your smartphone where you can start collecting pictures, because really the world is our content today, and the things that you're doing out in the marketplace are the things that people love to hear about and really are the most valuable types of posts that you can do on social media. Think about it. What are the posts that get you the most likes, comments, and shares? It's the personal things that you put on Facebook that the consumer, your friends on Facebook, really love to see. So I like to say during our boot camps that the world is your content. And for example, you see this sign here that says, "So you can't parallel park? It's our little secret." Well, I saw that sign in New York City on the High Line Trail. And I said to myself, wow, that's a great piece of content for my personal Keep It Simple social media. So I turned it into a post, repurposing that content to say, so you don't understand social media. That'll be our little secret. So it's little things like this in the marketplace and out in the world that you want to watch for so you can turn it into personalized and branded social media content for your own business page, for your Instagram account, for your LinkedIn account, because LinkedIn is not dead, and of course for your YouTube video channel when you start to have a channel. Now, here's some things that I like to share, and if you would like a copy of this, just ask me for it. So there's different ways that you can say things on social media that aren't against the rules and the regulations that Facebook has. So if you want someone to share something, simply say, please spread the word. That is the same meaning as share. And if you want more likes, you just say, who's with me? Raise your hand. Right? Little tiny things like this will encourage people to share, asking people a question. Tell us what you think. How do you feel about this? These are little ways that help encourage people to engage with your content. And the whole meaning of success in social media is having the consumer lift their hand and touch the keyboard. And when you can get that happening on your business page, on your Instagram account, then you have a successful plan ahead of you. It's often said that our brand used to be what we told customers, but today our brand is what customers tell each other about us. So you have to know your brand, you have to know your messaging, your fonts, your colors, and you must be consistent with your social media in order to really have success going forward. One of the things that I do quite regularly is I have a little book, and anytime people ask me a question on social media or when I'm out teaching a boot camp perhaps, is I write down those questions and then I create a video answering those questions, and sometimes I give credit to the person that asked me that question as well. So these are ways that you can come up with content as well, besides just watching the world around you. Now let's talk a little bit about video, because 2020 is really a time for you to embrace video and to start to implement it into your marketing plan. And I often say during the boot camp to our students is, why don't you get your smartphone, set it up on the kitchen table, and just start practicing saying hello. Say hello to your friends and your colleagues on your social media, and give some tips, give some tricks, give some testimonials, do some things that help you start to get more comfortable with video. A lot of people say, I don't like how I look, I don't like how I sound on video. This is who you are. As women, we have a few things that we can do to look a little better. But in general, unless you're doing an Instagram live video, can you add filters to change how you look? Just try to get comfortable, and that comes with time on task. So video is definitely one of the big things for 2020. I'm still doing a combination of different types of posts because I find that single photos also generate a lot of really good opportunity for engagement, and video as well, because it's easy for the consumer to consume. It's easy for them to share, and there's lots of different ways that you can implement video. I have an entire presentation vlog on video, and if you'd like it, all you have to do is let me know in the comment section, and I will get that to you as well. Now, Instagram stories are absolutely the best thing that you can be doing on your Instagram account. I can tell you that I get far more reach, engagement, viewers through my Instagram stories, and there's lots of different ways that you can create stories. The whole word story is you telling a story about something that's going on within your business. And you can also take a lot of the content that you're doing on your Facebook or your Instagram as posts, and you can repurpose that into Instagram stories. You can also be doing Facebook stories, and you can do them from your phone. It's pretty simplistic at first. If you haven't done it, it's not always easy, but time on task is going to get you a lot more exposure, and I think you will really enjoy doing Instagram stories. I love them, and they really have great reach. Now, what you want to do is you also want to be going into your Insights tab on Facebook. Across the dashboard, click Insights, and you want to go down to your posts, and you want to see which posts are actually garnering the biggest amount of engagement. Then you want to open up those posts, and you want to ask yourself, what is it about this post that people really enjoyed? And then you want to create, we call these unicorns, you want to create some baby unicorns. You need to do the same thing on Instagram. You need to go into your three little bars in the top right hand corner from your profile, and you want to look at how your posts are performing and what type of posts are getting the best engagement. Because if we can start to monitor and measure what's working on social media, we can keep improving. That's measured will move. That is definitely a good saying. So you can also look on your posts at what time of day people are online. You can look at what time of day, what day. As you can see, looking at Keep It Simple Social Media, everyone is on every single day. And you know from your own actions how much time you're spending on social media. So this is a great opportunity for you to start to understand your clients a little more and to know what time of day you could be posting. So you see, it's my dashboard, my page, it says Insights. If you don't see Insights, you're going to want to click the More button, and you will get the drop-down menu for your publishing tools to go into your Creator Studio, as well as your Insights tab will be seen there. Apps that I recommend that you definitely need to have the Facebook advertising app on your smartphone, the Facebook Manager app. I also like iMovie. I love WordSwag. InShot, so you can change your video format for Instagram TV if you need to. Canva is a really big part of my life, and PicMonkey. Now, there's a lot of apps out there, but you should pick one app and implement it into your social media and get comfortable with it before you add another one. I have to say I love Wave Video as well. That's not on here, but it is something I use every time I'm posting on content. I'm using Canva, I'm using WordSwag, iMovie, InShot for changing the format primarily, and then of course Wave Video. So these are apps that I'm recommending that you can use. Now, the reason I said the Facebook Manager app is also so you can load content from your smartphone directly to your business page. But the number one app you'll see I have up there is the Facebook advertising app. And that is because it is a pay to be seen platform on both Facebook, and coming very closely is the Instagram, in order to get into the right targeted news feeds. We all have our friends and family that are following us, encouraging us, and supporting us. But really, we want to be hitting the clients that can use our products and services. And in order to do that, you need to pay for advertising today. Now, here's a few things that I want you to watch for in 2020. I'd love it if you could get more into stories because they are so popular. They are the best way for your business to be seen. Video story content is king, as we talked about. If you want help with video, you just have to send a private message and ask for a little bit of help. Longer form videos, such as the one that I'm doing right now, is the type of video that Facebook really likes. And shopping is going to become a lot more popular. It is already popular. Chatbots, if you're busy enough, there are some successful stories, but overall, I think if you have your Facebook Messenger set up to respond to people automatically, that can be a really good thing. I know that some of the chatbots can help you go live with the client, but that means you have to be available. You have to be ready to hear the dings that someone is there. And I'm not sure that a lot of our businesses are busy enough for that right now, or that we want to be inundated with that type of nuisance, let's say. You have to improve your customer service. Now, the reason I'm put customer service in there is because if we're not really using chatbots to their full potential, then you really need to be on the ball more with your Messenger app when people are sending you messages, or overall on your engagement. So like I said, 3 times a day to check your notifications. There is going to be less emphasis, I would say, on vanity metrics. It's already talked about that on Instagram. Your like button is probably going to disappear, or the number of people that have liked your content, that's already happening right now. And social media is a place to nurture trust. And I think as we go forward, it hasn't changed. This is a great opportunity for people to get to know you, like you, and trust you in order to want to do business with you. And last but not least, I want to talk about a new social media platform that's on the rise. Now, for most of us, the people that follow Keep It Simple social media are generally over the age of 30. I know that because I can go into my Insights tabs and it tells me these things. And especially when I'm doing advertising, I look at those metrics. I also look at who I'm targeting, and generally it's over the age of 30. So social media platform TikTok is generally a the Z generation. So that's what, under 24, I would say. If that is your demographic, then I would say you need to investigate TikTok. I do have an account. What is it? It's very much like Instagram stories if you were using videos. It's 15-second videos. It's a company that came out of China, and it's really fun. So if you like to have fun and you're into doing video, this might be something that you want to check into. Definitely secure your name or your business name, even if you're not using the platform, but watch for it. These are things that will predominantly be in the spotlight in 2020. My name is Heather. This was my gift ending the 2019 decade, and we are very excited celebrating our 10th year. We are a pioneer in social media. Back in 2008, I started investigating social media, started my company in 2010, and I am very pleased to say that Keep It Simple Social Media is now in its 10th year, helping small businesses understand and navigate their way through the ever-changing world of social media. If you would like some help, don't hesitate to send me a private message, and you can always call me because I'm easy and available to help you. This is Heather, and I'm wishing you all an extremely wonderful new year and great success in 2020. Remember, everyone, keep it simple.